Well, good morning, guys. We're doing another trip this morning. We got 21 round bells. They weigh about 1,000 pounds a piece, and we're headed to Farmersville with it, just about 25 miles on the east side of Dallas. So it's going to be a good trip this morning. It's 5:15, well, 5:30, and we'll see how everything goes. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, we're on the interstate here. It's going to be about 100 miles of I-20 to get to where we're going. But I just want to talk for a little bit. We've had a little bit of a week going on. First off, Monday morning, pouring down rain. Went out to go start the truck. Wouldn't start. Apparently Sunday the alternator had went out and I didn't know it. So that kind of sucked. So we got it started and creeped it into work on 9 whole volts. So I was only running like 20 pounds of fuel pressure and barely made it. But that was the original alternator that came with the truck, so it had 182,000 miles on it, so I guess that's pretty good for a Ford alternator. But put a new alternator on it, and now the battery light just comes on randomly. And I don't know why, because it never stops charging. I'm watching the voltmeter there on my monitor, and it never stops charging, so I really don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's the first thing. And then earlier in the week, I think it was Wednesday, I decided to swap the exhaust housing out for that wastegated one we got off that junkyard engine. I didn't swap the whole turbo because when I started taking the turbo off this truck, I was checking it, and it checked out pretty good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, so I'm just going to keep running it, see how many miles I can get out of a factory one without having to rebuild it. But when I put the turbo on there, I set the wastegate at 25 pounds because that's what I've set my wastegates on my primary chargers on several other compound systems I've run. But this is the first one I've run on a factory fuel system, or stock fuel. And well, it didn't like being wastegated at 25 pounds. As soon as the engine created 25 pounds of boost, it stopped. I mean, it would not spool that HX55 for nothing. So it just kind of fell flat on its face. Now, if I got above 2,500 RPM in like 5th gear, that HX55 would come aboard and it would just scoot, man, let me tell you. But anything below about 2,200, 25 pounds of boost is all she wrote. So I had to go in and turn it back up to 35 pounds, and now it seems to work just fine. I'm sitting at 40 pounds now, about 1,050 degrees on the EGTs, coming up a slight incline here, Lido Hill and Aledo. And we're just cruising right along. But yeah, that's about how the week's been. A little frustrating, but you know, we're making it now. So I'm gonna try to save up my money and get a good alternator. I just went and got a cheapo from O'Reilly's, which probably wasn't the smartest thing, but that's all I can do at the moment. So I'm gonna try to find me a 200 amp alternator. That'd probably make me happy, because this hole's sitting at 13.5, 13.6 volts. Not what I like. I like to be above 14. But anyways, we're gonna sit back and enjoy the drive, and I'll check back with you guys later. Well, I'm finally out of the direct sunlight. I've been headed east for about 80 miles and been in the direct sunlight since 6:15, and it's just now 7 o'clock. So my eyes needed a break. Couldn't get very good video of it, of the drive, because of the sun. But we've made 80 miles of the trip. We just turned left here in Rockwall, and now we're making the back road trip to Farmersville. So I got to go through a few small towns, whole crap load of red lights, and then we'll be on the tiny single lane back roads to get to where we're going. You can see there's that sun again, but whatever. Anyways, we're here in town and we're just gonna creep on through. The truck did great. I mean, yeah, it did really good. Can't complain about that at all. Just cruise right along, 65, 70 mile an hour. Traffic was nice and light. No wrecks or anything, so really good. Can't complain about that. It's always good when trips go that good, but we haven't made it yet, but we're getting close, so. Well guys, we made it. 111 miles this morning. Left at 5:30 and got here about 7:45, taking my time. There's the truck right there. We got 21 bales that weigh about 1,000 pounds a piece. We got 21,000 pounds of hay sitting on the trailer. Just made a 111 mile trip, and we'll go by, check everything, see how everything went. All my straps are still tight. We're gonna check my tires here. I don't feel too bad. Hub's really not hot. I'm really surprised. This tire here, a little low on pressure, so it's a little warm, but that hub feels good too. So anyways, here we are. We made it. It's a good trip. It's a good trip. I'm glad the trip went well this morning. But we're here. Truck did great. You know, I always have this thought that I want to, you know, turn it up, make some more horsepower with it. I want to, but I hate to, because man, it just runs so daggum good the way it is. I don't want to ruin it. I know if I just put, you know, some 5x11 injectors in it or nozzles, and turn the fuel up a little bit with a different fuel plate and maybe mess the AFC a little bit and add a little timing, I'm only gonna bump maybe 75 horsepower, but I'm scared to do that because, man, it's so nice just the way it is. I have no worries. I can haul pretty much whatever the heck I want, and it's gonna pull it perfect. I ain't gotta worry about heat with EGTs, engine temp, transmission temp. I ain't gotta worry about overpowering the transmission, braking an axle, having too much torque, or drive line when I'm hauling the excavator and stuff up big hills. But I don't know, tell me what you guys think about maybe bumping the horsepower up a little bit. I know I'm going to turn the timing up here pretty quick. That's something I need to get done, but as far as injectors and adding a little bit more with a different style fuel plate and AFC tuning, y'all let me know what y'all think. But we're here, we're going to get unloaded. Thanks for watching the video, and if y'all want me to do anything else, any type of videos or anything, you just let me know and I'll see if I can get her done. But thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy the drone footage that comes after this. See you later, guys. you.